Toxicity in Overwatch. Or should I say, perfectionism in Overwatch. Well then, that's quite the statement, but bear with me here. I think I'm onto something. Let's take a look at perfectionism. It is the refusal to accept any standard short of perfection. I know, surprising definition is surprising. To quote Eileen Bailey, perfectionism has been linked to depression and anxiety. While many people think of perfectionism as a good thing, it can lead to high levels of stress. Certainly, it is a good thing to have high standards and to work hard to achieve success. However, perfectionism is the driving need to attain unreasonable or unattainable goals. End quote. With that said, let's look deeper into this. Right off the bat, one of the signs of perfectionism is, well, something seen a lot. And that is having a difficult time accepting being second best in any endeavor, even at times those you aren't even interested in. You are highly competitive and can't stand to lose at anything. Does this seem to fit the criteria of a lot of toxic players? I would call that hitting the nail on the head. How often have you been in a game and heard any of the following? This guy sucks. You suck. You guys suck. This team sucks. Why can't you do this? Oh my god, you guys. This team is garbage. Fuck you. You're an idiot. Etc. So on and so forth. Maybe they weren't directed at you personally. Maybe they were directed at a teammate of yours. But nonetheless, it fits in nicely with the first example of perfectionism. Speaking of that brings me to another sign. Being judgmental and critical of others. Wanting perfection, not only in what you do, but in everyone else. Quickly criticizing any errors made by those around you. Well, I would call that another nail being hit on the head. Let's look at another. This is a good one for those who obsess too much and practically preach about the meta. Not accepting in-betweens. Everything is either perfect or it's a failure. Not believing that anything can be okay. There are no gray areas, only black and white. I know many people have picked Hanzo, or Widow, or Bastion, or Torbjorn, or Symmetra, and been shit on by a teammate because they are not in the meta. In quick play, also of all places. I've said before a few times that quick play is a place to learn heroes and have fun, but old habits die hard, I guess. Okay, moving on. The next one is one I've noticed a lot, but not heard many people touch on. Feeling relieved when someone else fails. Seeing someone else make a mistake or fail at a task makes you feel better, at least for a little while. It reinforces that you're the best. Again, there's that poor nail getting beat on. Not very often, if ever, will someone who fits the description of toxic admit that they were possibly the problem or the one that messed up and caused the team wipe or the loss of an objective. With that, I'm not implying that one person is the cause of a whole group's failure. I'm pointing out that one person will usually be soloed out as the one to blame by said toxic individual. Let's take a look at another side of perfectionism. There are a lot, by the way, and every single one, well, you know, nail, head, you get it. Becoming defensive if anyone points out any errors or makes any criticisms about you, because it implies that you were not and or not perfect. This one is slightly more touchy due to how the errors are pointed out and the criticisms are made. If someone says, "Hey man, can you wait for the whole team to group up before going in?" This will most likely be taken much better than if someone were to say, "Stop trickling in, you fucking idiots." I think you get the idea. So, to avoid this video being an hour long and me going over everything, I will quickly run down a few more signs and see if you agree or disagree on them. Obsessing about previous mistakes. Having a difficult time emotionally connecting with other people. Taking it hard when you don't achieve perfection. Finding it very difficult if other people see you making a mistake. Needing to be in control. Only doing things that have a purpose. Rather give up on tasks than not do it perfectly. And avoid any activities or tasks when you know you won't be the best. And those aren't even all the signs either. I also mentioned depression briefly at the beginning of this video, and how does that tie into all of this? Well, as said by author Ann W. Smith, I quote, "Perfectionism is a trait that causes people to find comfort in order. When it is overused as a way to cope with anxiety or stress, it can have serious consequences. There are many factors that make depression worse in a perfectionist, two of them being shame and self-doubt." End quote. I know someone out there with serious mental health issues or depression will be set off or, I hate this word, triggered by that previous statement, but I am in no way belittling the seriousness of your own problems. I understand both sides, as I myself, drumroll please, drumroll? No drumroll? Okay. I myself am a perfectionist, and as much as I don't like to admit it or talk about it, suffer from depression and anxiety as well. Quite a few psychologists and counselors know me on a first-name basis, if you know what I'm saying. But oh, look at me over here being a special snowflake.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit!
Okay, so what's the point of all this? The point of this video is not to say, feel bad for me. Actually, that's the last thing I want. The purpose of this video is to help others either understand that the way they act in online games can be caused by a legitimate mental illness, and hopefully encourage them to become more self-aware of it and maybe even make a change. Or, on the other side, help others possibly become more aware of this so they can become maybe more sympathetic or compassionate, maybe even understanding towards individuals who portray these traits. And yes, I know, it is hard to be nice to someone who's being a belligerent asshole, so do take from this video what you want. I'll end the video here. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I am setting up a Twitch as well, and will be streaming now and then. I'll set up a schedule fairly soon. Link will be in the description alongside of the links to studies and other things mentioned in this video. As always, this has been Inurbane, and I will catch you later.